Hi humans, my name is Adam and this game is Game of Empires. In this video I have everything you need to know about heroes, so let's learn about being a hero of your alliance by learning about heroes and using it optimally. So here is the disclaimer guys, we will talk about all the things about heroes like permanent stats, keywords like rage, pincer attacks, a right way to spend money for heroes, even mechanics, but to understand that you must know basics of heroes like their basic progression and types. So if you are not new to the game, you can skip one or two timestamps from here. So first thing first, in the game we can classify heroes into three tiers, which is elite, epic and legendary heroes, where elite heroes are blue, epics are purple, and legendary are gold. We generally like to categorize heroes into five types, as you can see below the name of each hero, which is infantry, cavalry, archers, leadership, and priest heroes, where infantry, cavalry, archer heroes are dedicated for their respective group types. And you can see there are two more tags under their name, and if you click on that, it will tell you what it's meant for. So let's talk about both the tags in brief. So middle tag, which you can see has can be defense, can be skill, can be DPS, which is damage per second. So basically the middle tag tells you about the nature of the hero in combat. For example, skill hero will be focused on high skill damage, which is also called as nuking in this game, whereas defense hero will be tanky in nature. So, and when it comes to the last tag, it will tell you the field of expertise. For example, there are heroes with siege, garrison, field battles, expeditions, and even common. So heroes with siege tag will have specific skill to attack garrison, and they can be preferred for that purpose. Similarly, heroes with garrison titles are better at garrisoning, one with field battles is best for that, etc. So just by looking at these tags, you can get the basic idea of any hero in this game. Now let's understand about levels of the heroes and benefits coming with it. First of all, it increases your mark size on each level, and after 10 levels you will need to use required number of legendary boosts, which you need to progress further, and you can see the amount on the screen. Also, you can level up skills with the hero badges, which we will talk about further in the video. To level up heroes, the best way to do is Guardians, which is a stamina free way, and you can also do Intel Quest, Barbarian Camps daily. Also, the poofs are available in various places. One is Dungeon Shop, where you can buy 5 per week, and Carbon Shop, there are 5 weekly there with resources, and all the bunch of milestone rewards from Odyssey, which will give also a lot of legendary poofs. So if you wonder how you unlock skills, so what actually happens is that it unlocks new skill every time you pass 10 levels, and you can upgrade those skills with badges. And if we talk about legendary heroes, which are most difficult ones, the biggest source is rush event, weekly thermos, and also the dungeon shop. Developing heroes can get you some permanent stats on reaching certain levels. As you can see here, there are two types of stats or buffs or whatever you can call it, one with levels and one with leveling up your skills. These are basically as additional stats as a milestone for developing your hero, and the beauty of this permanent stat is that you have it applied all the time. It doesn't matter if you are using those heroes anywhere or not, the stats coming from them will always be there even when you are using different heroes. So when you reach a certain point where even when you got enough heroes for all your 5 matches, you just level up some extra heroes which will give you the stats you need, because in the late game they are very important, and these are some of the things which will make difference and help you grow in terms of stats. Now moving on to the progressive stuff, when you start the game there will be monthly sign-in bundle which will have Vlad Dracula in there, which costs only $5. So if you are planning to spend money into the game, then you should definitely buy it. It's worth considering the things like you get on the bundle overall, and also the fact that he's a pseudo legendary, so it will carry you far enough in the game. So even if you are a low spender, then it will carry you long. And if you like to spend a lot of money, then you can buy some VIP chest and get Temujin max easily. Now let's talk about runes. Remember that runes only work on primary heroes. So for example, if I use Alex primary and Guan use secondary, then only runes equipped on Alex will work. I highly recommend to use runes which will benefit the heroes for most. If you are using a hero as a tank, then you must use runes which will increase its efficiency and effectiveness. Now let's talk about skills. So you might have noticed that there are like 7 skills for each hero. So you can swap the skills depending upon the purpose. For example, if we talk about Alex, I will use siege skill when I'm attacking garrisons and different one for field battles. Another good thing is that you actually level up skill slots and not actually skills itself. So you can swap them among the slots and use the skills you need at higher level. Now let me explain you some key stuff about the skills which you might not be aware of. First thing is rage. So if you click on the first skill, which is also the active skill of the hero, it says like 1000 rage required, and if you go to any battle report, you will see that hero using active skill like after every 10 rounds. Actually, for each normal attack you do, it gains like 100 rage for both of your heroes. So if I assume that you aren't retreating back, it takes like 10 rounds to do 10 normal attacks. So if you see skills which helps in gaining the rage faster, like for example fourth skill of Edward the First, then it will help in spamming active skills for both heroes. And there are more such terms which you might not be aware of, like pincer attacks. Pincer attacks basically mean getting attacked by multiple marches, which is often referred as swarming in game. Also, if we talk about normal and counter attack in brief, then I can tell you that normal attack basically generates rage and deals damage to the march you are hitting, whereas counter attack damage deals to all the marches that are fighting with you, and both normal attack and counter attack together completes one single round. Now we have talked about primary hero and secondary hero, and you might wonder how do I know which one is the primary and which one can be a secondary. So the answer to that question is that primary hero is someone who is gonna boost the output of your march just by being a primary hero. And the boost in output can be based on reducing damage taken or boosting the damage dealt. To show you an example, let's have a look on Hanzo. His first skill says that it reduces 30% of defenses of the enemy for 3 seconds by using his active skill. That means that your secondary hero's active skill will do more damage to the enemies as compared to what they would have dealt otherwise. Similarly, there is Hannibal whose primary skills block like 30% incoming damage, meaning on ideal case it can block at least one active skill damage from one of the heroes from enemy. And you might see these red numbers on these heroes, and you basically achieve it when the hero is awakened. And now if you wonder what awakening is, it basically means maxing out all the skill slots. Awakening heroes basically boost all the output from all the skills like by 25%, as you can see here, and that's a huge thing. And of course it also gives those permanent stats for achieving this milestone in the potential tab. This is also one of the reasons why it is suggested to focus on one legendary hero of each type at a time. Wait, did I just say legendary hero of each type? Of course I did. Let me explain. So basically on the accessibility of hero badges of heroes, heroes are largely divided into two types, wheel heroes and rush event heroes. And of course exceptions are always there, like our dear Joan of Arc is a campaign hero. It's like the best way to get her awakened. And also Lionheart Richard, whose only way to unlock is being lucky with gold chest, and then you can upgrade his skills by universal badges. So yeah, it really depends on luck to unlock Richard, and yeah, myself have been very lucky with that on the very first day. So yeah. Anyway, so talking about wheels and rush event heroes, if you go to the rush event shop, you can see some heroes there. Rush event tokens are the best way to awaken them, and they are therefore classified as rush event heroes. Now talking about all other legendary heroes, they all belong to a wheel, and from there you can unlock them. And once unlocking them, you can level up skills only and only using universal badges, which are very difficult to obtain. So I recommend to use universal badges on these wheel heroes, and rush event coins should be used on rush event heroes. So yeah, that's the thing you should do for maintaining a balance between them. And also make sure to get like 20 universal badges from rush event every week, and also to get those 5 free badges from dungeon if possible. So if you think the relation between wheel heroes and rush event heroes are just done, then wait, there is more into it. For every rush event hero there is a wheel hero, and them together gives a combo skill as well. So you might want to use them together for those amazing combos. And sometimes these combos are like really good and might act as a fifth skill. We will talk more about duos and tactical progression of heroes in future videos, so stay tuned for that. And so that is for today, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question, drop it in the comments, in the Discord, or in the game as well. I'm everywhere.